These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Frank 26 Firefly. They just told us on television that the parallel market rate has been matched. They're telling us this over and over again. The parallel market rate has been matched. Frank says it could possibly be a 1-to-1 rate or a 1 to 1.5 rate. Let's see what they come up with. They may also be talking about matching the street rate. Either way, it is an extremely positive move in the right direction. Right, Militia Man says, let's go back to Thursday. The central bank disabled electronic payment cards. We find that to be very interesting because we haven't seen them do that before. We haven't seen them come fully live yet. They said maybe in 2 days, so in other words, it could be a little bit longer. All right, Claire article, quote, planning items in the budget to address the impact of the dollar exchange rate, unquote. Claire says, quote, serious discussions were held by the ministry with the participation of the investment authority, government agencies, the Federation of Industries, and other concerned authorities regarding exchange rates and their impact on the market and therefore on citizens. Right, Mark Z via PDK says things are quiet but remain very solid. I hear they have squarely targeted the month of May. I hope that is right. Frank 26 says, remember when they had the 50s before? They got rid of them because they were worthless at the program rate. So they're going to bring them back again? They're useless. I think a 50 note would be about 3 cents with the program rate they have right now. Don't get overexcited. Oh, the lower denoms are coming out right now. I don't know when. But they're in the process of the monetary reform education, showing the citizens this is what we're about to do. It's a slow, gradual process. It's exciting is what it is. All right, Dallas Dude says, I personally have said for months that I did not expect a rate that favored us with the passing of the budget because they have said repeatedly for months that the official exchange rate will be in the 1300 range when the budget is passed. Their economy needs time to grow, and over a period of time, we hope it gets in the 1-to-1 range or 150-to-1. Whatever the case may be, this is not meant at all to be negative because, quite honestly, I really love the progress this current Iraqi administration is making. All right, Pimpy says, I would like to see the Iraq unpeg their dinar from the US dollar and peg the same basket that the Arab Monetary Fund uses. 22 or 23 nations are involved in this organization, and they all trade using their own special dinar. That value is really high. It's the SDR rate, which I think is 176 times 4. That's how they figure out what the value of their basket or dinar is worth. All right, Nader from the Mideast says no one can change the rate besides the CBI. Telling you the truth, we're not ready yet. They're working on it. They have good news. They have good things going on, but they're not ready. When they're ready, you will know. We all will know. All right, Mark Z via PDK, pretty quiet on the RV front today. On the banker side, they're trying to figure out what to expect this week. I very much think this is still our month. And Frank 26 says nothing is late. It's actually on schedule. Many people think this should have happened last month or at the beginning of the year, but they don't understand the logistics of what the CBI is doing with your Iraq's monetary reform. You, as an Iraqi citizen, now understand. You see the evidence. And lastly, Norv, aka Caparoni. I have always stated with the success of Iraq's economy will come the increase of the dinar. Some interesting news is an article, quote, the Social Security law includes many privileges for workers in the private sector, unquote. Norv says this law was passed last weekend. This is critical to get people off the government payroll and working for the private sector, which has been stated already will not only diversify Iraq's economy, but rebuild the country. Article, quote, retirement, the insurance law will provide a salary for more than 2 million workers in the private sector, unquote. Norv says they plan to launch this law in August, which in essence means they will launch the private sector at that time. This is big news. So we can expect significant changes come August to Iraq's economy coming yet this year.